Hi, I'm Megan Harbison. I play on the women's soccer team, and you're watching This Week at Pepperdine.
Another huge home week for both men's volleyball and men's basketball. First tennis home match, men's and women's golf teams open spring seasons, and women's basketball off to the Pacific Northwest. All of that and more on another edition of This Week at Pepperdine. The three stars from last week. Jet Raines made a surprise start in the men's basketball team's rivalry game against Loyola Marymount on Saturday, and he came through with a career-high 15 points and a career-high tying 8 boards, all in just 19 minutes of action, helping the Waves to an 80-69 victory. Two of the seniors competing for the last time in Malibu, Stephanie Ertl and Priyanka Shah, both posted career-best scores in both the 1 meter and 3 meter. Josh Taylor took control of the 5th set in the Waves match versus BYU. Taylor delivered 2 blocks and a match-leading 5 kills to help send Pepperdine to the victory. He led the match with 21 kills. Now on to the top plays. Allison Naas won the 100 breaststroke on Saturday, and in doing so set a personal record by 10 seconds in the event. Waves battling BYU here in the 5th set. Matt West with the pancake dig, and then Josh Taylor flies in from the back row to hammer it down. Huge point for the Waves in the 5-set victory. Jet Raines was everywhere on Saturday here on the baseline, getting the pass from Udini and J-E-T-T, Jet. And now I look at what's coming up this week. Men's basketball. Saturday's big Wells Fargo PCH Cup win against LMU gave the men's basketball team its most overall and conference victory since the 2004-05 season. And the Waves will look to add to those totals this week at home against Pacific and St. Mary's. The Waves lost on the road to the Tigers and Gales 2 weekends ago and will be aiming for a payback in order to keep hold of their top half standing in the WCC and make an upward move. The Waves head into the weekend in 5th place, but are just 1 game out of 2nd place.
We're real excited. We obviously had a road trip the other week, and we lost to them, so we're looking forward to getting a win. I think we learned that we have to play more aggressive, we have to play more physical, and we have to play with more fight. And I'm glad we'll be able to do that at home.
The men's volleyball team picked up an important victory last week with its 3-2 triumph over BYU, marking the Cougars' first loss in MPSF action this season. Now there's just 1 team left without a loss in league play, and it's Pepperdine's next opponent, top-ranked UCLA. The Bruins enter Wednesday night's contest inside Firestone Fieldhouse on a 9-match win streak and a 6-0 MPSF record. The challenging week continues when the Waves entertain UC Santa Barbara on Saturday.
I think UCLA is a very good team. They got a lot of weapons. It'll just be up to us being very consistent in what we do, playing good volleyball. We don't have to push ourselves too much. We just got to stay consistent, stay within ourselves, keep up the energy, and just play consistent good volleyball.
Women's basketball stays on the road with a pair of games in the Pacific Northwest, facing 17th-ranked Gonzaga on Thursday and then heading to Portland on Saturday. Though likely still missing top scorer Bria Richardson, the Waves played with 9 active players for the first time in 4 games last week and will look to continue to get healthy as they try to pay both the Bulldogs and Pilots back for losses 2 weeks ago.
We had a tough loss this past weekend, but we had a good practice today. We're really focusing on defense and getting back in our transition game. So we got a big order ahead of us with Gonzaga, but we're excited to play in front of a big crowd and to just come out and play our best and to give a really good team a run for their money.
Women's tennis opened up their dual season last week on the road and will play their first home match against San Diego State this Saturday. The Waves split 2 matches last week, falling to USC, but then defeating UC Irvine. The last 2 meetings in Malibu between the Waves and the Aztecs resulted in a narrow 4-3 decision in favor of Pepperdine. Both golf teams are beginning their spring seasons. The men's squad started play today at the Seabass Invitational in Florida at the famous TPC Sawgrass course. That event continues through Tuesday. The women, who finished the fall ranked 6th nationally, begin on Sunday at the nearby Palos Verdes Country Club in the Northrop Grumman Regional Challenge.
We've worked really hard the past couple weeks. We had a nice break in winter, but now it's time for business, and I think we're just all excited to
be local and have like our friends and family come out and watch us play.
Thanks for joining us on another edition of This Week at Pepperdine.